Before we begin, I'd just like to say that only 2% of you guys are subscribed to the channel, so please consider hitting that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. If you've landed yourself on this video, chances are you know you want to lease a new car. If you're still confused about leasing versus finance, then check out my previous video, Car Leasing versus Finance, which shows some real UK examples and figures side by side so that you can work out which option is best for you. Leasing is a very good way to get yourself into a new car and can be really affordable, especially if you want to change your car fairly regularly. Today, I'm going to show you through some of the best options in this changing landscape, how to get yourself the best deals on car lease. It's quite easy just to go into a dealership and get a deal on a car, but are you actually getting the best deal on the market? Probably not. So I'm going to show you some of the best comparison websites and the places that you can source the most amazing deals on new car lease. First up on the list is LeaseLoco. Now, I've used LeaseLoco for years for myself, and I've got some absolutely cracking deals out of using this comparison site. So LeaseLoco will show you a comparison of all the best deals and make it really easy to tell whether a deal is good or not. Now, I've recommended LeaseLoco for years and years, and they reached out to me recently and asked me if I would like to work with them. So there is a link in the description below. If you use that link, you will find the best lease deals available on the market, and also you will be helping out the channel as well. So I really appreciate that. But that being said, this video isn't directly sponsored by LeaseLoco. I would be recommending them anyway, even if I wasn't working with them. And I have recommended them in my previous videos as well, because I just think that they are the best way to source a new car lease deal. LeaseLoco shows you a comparison of many different brokers and makes it really easy to tell what is a good deal and what is not using their simple scoring system. So I'm going to show you around the website now just so that you can see what's what. They are advertised on TV as well. You might have seen them. And here's a selection of their top lease deals that are available at the moment. So we can click into these and see exactly what they're all about. But you can also just say, look, I'm looking for a personal lease and I want something in the realm of £300 a month, and just go to find deal. And it will immediately show you what are the best deals on the market. Now, in my original Leasing versus Finance deal video, I showed a comparison of what a good lease deal looks like. You know, between sort of 20 and 30% of the value of the car is what you want to be paying over the course of the contract, depending on how long the contract is. But LeaseLoco make it really easy to figure out that kind of thing without having to delve into the numbers too much with this simple scoring system. So it's basically the higher the score, the better the deal. So the closer the score is to 100, the better value for money it is. At the bottom, you will find some frequently asked questions that are really important when getting into your first lease, like what the process is when handing back the car, why it's so cheap, what's included, so on and so forth. So in general, a lease will take a few months to arrive unless it's an in-stock deal, because it will be a factory order, and there'll be a limited mileage with a small penalty to pay if you go over the mileage, and fair wear and tear is in play as well. So if there's a few little dings and scratches, don't panic too much. They won't charge you too much for it upon the return. So it's not too bad at all. And when you hand back the car, of course, there's no faff of selling the vehicle. You just hand it back. They come and collect it from you, and they often deliver you the car as well. So it's the easiest way to get into a new car. So you can see some of the headlines here as well. They're all brand new cars with a manufacturer's warranty. Road tax is included, so you don't have to worry about paying that. Breakdown cover is also included, and COVID safe delivery to your address. And this applies to personal and business finance on the lease. So this portion of the site here tells you about the LeaseLoco score. So this shows you what the kind of the value is based on this scoring. So anything sort of 70 plus is pretty good value for a lease. All of the leases that I've got have been in this 90 to 99 crazy value section. So these are deals that are really good, really rare, and don't come up very often. So if you look out for those, they are kind of the best deals. So we can see here some of the deals that are available, and we can kind of choose what type of car we want. We can choose what sort of fuel we want. We can choose the amount of power or the engine, what sort of MPG you want, how many seats, how many doors. There's lots of filtering available, but I'm just going to look at some of the best deals here and see what they're all about. So these 95 scoring deals are actually really good value. So this DS3 Crossback, for example, this is the sort of the raised, more 4x4-ish crossover DS3. And this is the 1.2 PureTech 130 in Rivoli spec. And this is a 5,000 mile a year deal, 3 months deposit and 3 years lease. £922 deposit and £241 a month, which is probably very good value for this car. So you can go on here and review the details, and you can see some more information about it, and you can play around with the deposit and the annual mileage and that kind of thing as well. And it will also show you a historical price chart here. So you can see this is the average price over the course of the last month, and then you can see it's dropped dramatically for this deal here, and you can go and see over the course of the year how that's gone as well. So you can see there was a bit of a price hike around Christmas time, and then it's kind of really dipped down here recently to become a really lucrative deal. And you can also get an insurance quote directly from here, or look at selling your current vehicle, and it will show you all of the different brokers that have these deals available and what the scoring is for this as well. And you can simply request a callback or message them directly to get a quote and start dealing with that company. So basically, LeaseLoco is just the middleman. It's a comparison site to find the best deals, and it's really simple to use. You can see all of the finance information here, and you can see how good the deal is over the course of a period of time, and you can compare all of the different companies that do it as well. So this particular one, Vavoom Vehicle Leasing, it's showing us an eco-conscious deal because they plant 42 trees when you take this deal and take this contract out. So that's a really nice added bonus as well. But if you want to be more specific, or there's also do van lease deals, but you can just go into car lease deals. You can choose a very specific car if you want to. So I can type in a specific car. So let's say, for example, I wanted a Audi A3. So I can type in Audi A3 in the section here, and it will show me all of the best deals for the Audi A3. So this one here is going to be the best value, the highest scoring deal, and it shows me exactly how much that's going to cost. This is a petrol hybrid version. It shows you the specification. You can go in here and you can look at the car details as well. So it shows all the standard specification, what's included, and also a link to the Audi website to show more information as well as the kind of the normal illustration images. And you can also go to car reviews, and it brings up an actual video review of the car. And some information about it as well, cost of ownership, the background information, and all that kind of thing. So everything in one place. It is such a simple thing to use. You can share a deal directly from here as well. I just think this is the easiest, absolute easiest way of finding the deal on the car you want. You can compare all the deals just here, and you can just simply request a callback, put your details in here, and they will get in touch with you. It even shows how long roughly delivery is going to take here as well, based on what you want, and you can always add optional extras if necessary as well. So there's so many opportunities to find good lease deals on here, and you can just go down to their top deals as well, and it will show you kind of the hottest deals on the market at the moment, like this Kia Sportage, for example. This is the brand new model that's just come out. Hopefully I'll get one of these for review soon. I've got a Kia Proceed coming next for review. So this deal in particular is showing a really high scoring deal. So £2,600 up front, and then £190 a month for the duration of this 2-year contract, which is a nice deal there. And you can see sort of how that cost has decreased over time, and all of the different companies that are currently offering that deal. So there's a few here that I'm quite familiar with. Leasing Options is who I've leased my car with in the past, who are really good. You can see there's a different company here which is offering a much better deal. So it's always worth looking on here because you can see a direct comparison of all of the different leasing companies, and this 9 times out of 10 is going to be cheaper than the main dealer as well. It's very unusual for a main dealer to be able to match one of these brokers. So I think this is the best way to come and find exactly what you're after. And as I said, if you click the link in the description below, you'll be taken to this website that shows you all of the best leasing deal offers. And from there, you can get a quote directly from all of the different brokers and find the contract that is right for you. And you'll be helping my channel in the process. So that'll be much appreciated. Now, leasing.com is an alternative to LeaseLoco. It's kind of similar, and they have kind of incorporated the scoring system in recent times as well. So you can see they use a similar method now to LeaseLoco since they've redone this website. So similar sort of things on here, but you will find some deals on here from main dealers which don't usually come up on LeaseLoco. So it's worth checking here as well, just in case there's something that a main dealer might offer that LeaseLoco might have missed. The next thing I'm going to recommend is just a bit of communication with fellow petrol heads. So Pistonheads leasing deal thread is something that I've always looked at to see what the best deals are, because people discuss them regularly on here. So if you just Google Pistonheads leasing, it's normally the top one here. It's on volume 10 at the moment, but sometimes it comes up, it might have a later volume because they continue it every so often. But I go on here and go to the latest page, so page 127 they're on at the moment, and there'll be a few people here discussing kind of the latest deals and things that they've found. So This one, for example, is a deal that someone's found online, and they kind of say, is this a good deal or is this not? So this one's 21.5% of the price, which, as I say, falls between that 20 and 30% on the lower end. So this is quite a good deal. And people just discuss the deals on here, and often you'll find stuff on here first because people spot the deal and they're quick to share it. So this one, for example, someone's found, and people link all of the best deals on here and discuss what they're going to buy next, and so on and so forth. So here's a screenshot here that someone's done of LeaseLoco that shows a really solid deal on the Audi Q3 and Q4 e-tron, and so on. So people tend to share them on here before they go quickly. And this one here is showing a screenshot of a specific website's email, which I'm going to show you momentarily as well. So this thread is a really good one to come to just to see kind of what people are discussing, the latest deals on the market. Now, talking about that screenshot was from Central Vehicle Leasing. Now, this is the company that I use for my Golf GTD. They're really good. They tend to have some really good deals. So if you kind of want to bypass a comparison site and go straight to a company that tend to have good stuff, Central Vehicle Leasing is a really good one. I can recommend them. Their service is really good, and they tend to have some good offers, as you can see here. But what's really good about Central Vehicle Leasing is the mailing list, and this goes for many sites as well. Many of the brokers will have a mailing list, and they will email you the latest offers as they come in. So right at the bottom of the screen, there is a section down here, sign up for our special offers newsletter. So you can put your email address in here, and they will send you a newsletter with all of the latest deals. So that might sound annoying, but I'm actually going to pull up now some of their deals, and you're going to see why it is worth doing. So this one came through just the other day. This was on the 16th of Feb. A Fiat 500 from only £25 a month. Not a typo, be quick. So that is for a business contract, so we can delve into it, and that was with a £2,500 deposit as well. So obviously that is the lowest possible situation, but you can see here this is a 1 litre mild hybrid, and it shows you here all the different contracts available, and this was actually an incredible deal. Even with 1 month initial payment, which is effectively a zero deposit deal over 3 years, this was coming in for personal use at just over £130 a month, which for a brand new car with 0 miles on the clock, a factory order, that is an incredible deal. You can see even with a higher mileage contract, £150 a month with no deposit is incredible. Or if you wanted to do a £2,400 deposit, it was coming in at far less than £100 a month. For a brand new car, that is incredible, especially a high spec small hatch like this with mild hybrid technology. That will be a very, very efficient car to use. And what an incredible offer that I wouldn't have seen if I wasn't signed up to this mailing list. And this is just another example, again, from Central Vehicle Leasing. This was one that came through last month sometime, I believe. And this was a Kia Stonic SUV, the 1 litre turbo manual. So this is a kind of an entry-level family car. Again, they call it the mental rental, which I think is a really funny little analogy. And it is a mental rental as well, because this was really cheap. It was a March 22 plate delivery with no initial deposit. So you can see here for personal use, coming in at around £160 to £170 a month with a zero deposit deal. So this was a car that has a touchscreen, digital dash, automatic emergency braking, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all sorts of different additional extras, everything you'd need in a cheap, modern, reliable family car. So you can see this is much more lucrative than financing a car. You're paying £180 a month effectively to rent it for a few years, and then you give it back hassle-free at the end and get a brand new car. So these kind of deals are really good if you just want a cheap, reliable runaround that you're not paying out too much for. So I would definitely recommend getting on the mailing list for Central Vehicle Leasing, because certainly they come up with some of the best deals. So first and foremost, get yourself to LeaseLoco, follow that link in the description below, and check out a comparison of all the latest deals, especially if you're looking for a specific model. And then get yourself on some of the mailing lists, because you're going to find some excellent deals in your inbox. Even though it's, it might feel like spam mail at some points, it's worth it when you see some of these absolutely crazy deals that come through. And again, if you're not sure whether leasing or finance is worth it for you, go and check out my previous video on car leasing versus finance that shows some real figures side by side, and also shows the pros and cons of leasing and the pros and cons of finance to see what is best for you. So that's kind of a bit of a wrap, really. That shows some of the best ways to find the best car deals on leasing in 2022. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope you find an absolutely stonking deal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.